Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Backyard Garage. So on this episode, I'm actually taking a little bit of a turn on things that I want to do to the Camaro here. When I first originally painted this car, I painted the body and everything. One thing I don't like is right here, the bumpers. So I painted them black, not a huge fan. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking them off. And then I'm gonna get them painted and get them the same color is the actual body of the car. So let me get started. The first things that I gotta do is I gotta start stripping the front end of this apart so I can get to the bumpers. So let me get started and we will go from there. Alrighty, so as you see, I got the bumpers off. It was kind of a pain. I ended up, while wrapping up the car here, getting it all covered so I don't get overspray on it or any dust or anything. Well, it's already dusty, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, so the next thing I gotta do is I actually gotta scuff this up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a Scotch-Brite scuffing pad and get this all scuffed up and ready to paint. It does have a clear coat on it. The paint that I'm using says to scuff it up with a Scotch-Brite pad before you paint. And then, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So let me set you down, get you on time lapse, and I'll get this scuffed up. So, lesson learned. This sucks. I started to respray over the paint, and I'm not sure what type of paint that I had, but this is what started happening here. I'm not sure if this will pick it up. Give me a sec, let me turn on this camera. Okay, here we go. The paint, after I got the first coat on, started to bubble really, really bad. So I get to go ahead and scrape all this off and start from the beginning. The only good news is it's scraping off pretty easy. And yeah, so let me get it scraped down. Alrighty, so here we go. It's a couple hours later. We are literally back to square one here. I stripped this whole entire bumper down. Got all the paint off. Good news is the epoxy primer that I put on here before the paint, man, that stuff held really good. So that's good to go. So this is all sanded down, good to go. So is what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna go get some epoxy primer. I'm gonna put some epoxy primer on, let it flash, and then I'll go ahead and start painting this up. So it's cold in here. It's only like 44 degrees. So I got to turn the heater on and let it get warm back up because I had the garage door open and I had all this stuff blowing out while I was spraying in here. Or not spraying, but while I was grinding. But anyway, let me go get some epoxy primer and get the garage heated, and I'll be right back. Here we go. Well, I thought I was actually filming when I sprayed the color on, but I guess I didn't. It's been a while. I was in editing while the clear coat was tacking up, but it turned out pretty well. None of the peeling that it was doing before. I have no clue, actually, to be honest with you, what caused that other than just a reaction between the two paints. The paint that I put on these was a single stage paint. And this is a 4-to-1 mixed ratio. The paint that I'm using is actually the stuff that I actually painted my car with. It's this urethane base coat. And the stuff that I did on here was the Duplicolor single stage paint. So, I don't know, caused a reaction. So, I was not happy about that. But, yeah, this is what she is looking like. I can't really complain at all. I'm going to go ahead and let this dry for probably at least a day or so. I cranked up my heat. It's hot in here. It's about, let me see, 90 degrees in here or so. So it's nice and toasty. So I'll just let this dry overnight and then see where we're at in the morning. Before I actually put the bumper back on too is I ordered the piece, this impact strip for this. However, it never came. And then I got to checking on it to figure out where in the heck it was. And for some reason, I think it was Summit Racing where I ordered it. They canceled my order. Didn't tell me. Or either that or I didn't see the email. But anyway, here we go. This is what she's looking like. So I'm probably going to actually wrap that video up right here. Just because, yeah, this has got to dry. And I want to let it get hard and dry before I start manhandling it and start putting it back on the car and everything. So I'm not sure yet if I'm going to record me doing the other bumper. I suspect I'm going to have issues with that. I'm going to do some research and see what I can put on there. Maybe I could put like an epoxy primer on it. I'll actually try that first and then go ahead and spray it in. Hope to goodness it does not bubble up like this, because man, that was just a lot of unnecessary work. But anyway, I guess you gotta do it right though, right? So anyway, this is where we're at right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But thank you so much, guys, for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. If you have any comments, if you could just drop them down below, that'd be great. Everything that I do, like I said, I'm not a professional painter. I've never done this before, trial and error. I thought for sure that the paint that I was using, I could just scuff it up and nothing would happen and it would go on. And yeah, I just had this vision in my head that it was going to be just a lot simpler, you know, scuff it up, spray it, be good to go. But anyway, as we all noticed here, it didn't work. But anyway, thank you so much again for watching my videos. You know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, and we will see y'all next time. Peace.